Hey, how you doing, econ students? This is Jacob Clifford. Earlier this month, Wendy's announced they're developing AI technology to create dynamic pricing menus. This means that prices can change throughout the day based on market conditions.
For example, a cheeseburger and fries could cost you more during the lunch rush than during a down period.
I would never expected a fast food restaurant to do that.
This is not illegal. Businesses do this all the time. A flight on December 24th costs more than the same flight on the 25th. An Uber ride right after a busy concert costs more than the same ride the next morning. And a Disneyland ticket on Saturday costs more than one on Wednesday.
So a burger may cost $1 more during the lunch rush and $40 more at 3 a.m. We know you want it.
Some people argue that this is exploiting consumers, but I disagree. In a competitive free market, it's nearly impossible to exploit people, especially in the long run. If customers don't like this policy and they feel like they're getting ripped off, they're just gonna go to other restaurants, which are usually right next door.
I don't think anyone's gonna pay extra for the exact same thing that they were getting for less.
So can dynamic pricing work in the fast food market? If you're in economics class, you already know the answer. It all comes down to demand. There's several factors that influence where you decide to eat: the location, the quality of the food, and the price. When you're in a hurry, location becomes the most important factor. And when you're just hanging out with your friends, maybe it's the quality of the food. And when you're on a budget, it's the price. So the question is, why do consumers demand Wendy's? If it's all about the location, then dynamic pricing will be profitable. For example, restaurants across the street from stadiums or in small airports can raise prices in peak hours. But if customers have a lot of options, which they usually do, it's unlikely that Wendy's could effectively raise prices.
In fact, one survey finding 36% of consumers would order less often from restaurants adopting the practice.
Now, they could try to lower prices to undercut their competitors, but that's probably not going to work either. Would you likely shop around and walk into a Wendy's to see if they have lower prices than their competitors? Figuring that out creates a transaction cost that a lot of people probably don't want to pay. And the only reason you would is if the price was way lower than everybody else. But if that policy really works, then other restaurants are also going to lower their prices, and that's not going to lead to more sales.
This would be a big deal for restaurants if this was widely adopted.
And it's really going to depend on how customers react. Customers are okay with it, you'll see more of it. And if Wendy's test doesn't work, for whatever reason, you might not see it that often.
In the end, this story has less to do with economics and more to do with marketing. From the start, Wendy's should have framed the policy as something that will lower prices and help consumers. Instead, the focus is on raising price on peak hours and making more profit for the company at the expense of consumers, which makes you kind of rethink their slogan. We got you. Hey, thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments below if you think Wendy's strategy is going to work, and let me know if you like videos like this. Also, if I'm helping you learn and love economics, please consider subscribing. Thanks for watching. Till next time.